Harrison Butker isn't nearly the talent or the star Colin Kaepernick once was, but he should be treated the same, blacklisted. And this time it would actually be justified, and do not at me on that. Contrary to what some may think, I actually strongly believe in free speech and the right to hold opinions that are different from my own. I also believe there are consequences for speaking out, but what I really believe is there is a big difference between an opinion and dehumanizing hateful speech. We all deal with differences in opinion on a daily basis. One of our producers here, she hates donuts. Many of us disagree with her. DJ Bean, he doesn't really like Taylor Swift. I'm going to go to another country to see one of her shows. Different strokes for different folks. But on even more controversial and serious topics, I can withstand an opinion that does not align with my own beliefs. I strongly believe in a woman's right to choose. But my best friend from college, she's a practicing Catholic, she believes in the right to life. I love her and respect her despite our differences. Had Harrison Butker simply expressed his strong beliefs in the church's pro-life movement, his opposition to assisted suicide, even to IVF and surrogacy, there would have obviously been backlash, but I witness at a peep here because Butker is entitled to think differently. He's allowed to align his views with the Catholic Church on sensitive topics. Those are his opinions. But that is not what he did. Instead, the 28-year-old Chiefs kicker spent 20 minutes espousing the greatest hits of bigotry, anti-Semitism, misogyny, homophobia, anti-diversity. We live in a country where since the Hamas attack on Israel, anti-Semitic incidents are up 400%. Yet Butker felt perfectly comfortable rolling out this trope, saying, quote, Congress just passed a bill where stating something as basic as the biblical teaching of who killed Jesus could land you in jail, end quote. What Butker is referring to is a bill in Congress that they proposed, which would affect funding on college campuses where anti-Semitic language isn't restricted. The trope he's pushing, it's the same one Nazis used during the Holocaust, arguing that the murder of 6 million Jews was punishment for the murder of Jesus by their ancestors. And it should be noted the Catholic Church has already denounced this narrative back in 1964, yet on Saturday, Butker was pushing the lie. He also made sure to get in a jab at the LGBTQ plus community, calling the kind of pride he has in a college like Benedictine shouldn't be confused with the, quote, deadly sin sort of pride that has an entire month dedicated to it. And, of course, Butker's favorite pastime, making sure everyone knows he thinks women are nothing more than vessels for children and wives to husbands. You've seen the clips. I'm not going to spend any more time on his gibberish. I am so tired of people telling those of us at the center of these dehumanizing rants that we need to respect everyone's opinion. No, we don't, and we don't have to tolerate it either. You are allowed to think differently than others. You are not allowed to go out of your way to belittle, degrade, and depict groups that don't look like you as subhuman. That's not an opinion. That is hate, plain and simple. Butker felt it was appropriate to quote a Taylor Swift song, though it should be noted, didn't call her by name, just referred to her as the girlfriend of a teammate because that's all she is in his mind. He chose to quote a song called Bejeweled, but it feels inappropriate for Butker, who more closely aligns with a newer song she wrote, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.